So what up, guys? It's your boy RealTalkPerez. I had to drop another video. Y'all niggas act like it's hard to drop a video, man. For reals. All I gotta do is press play, record, then I press the little send button, and I send it to YouTube. It ain't that hard to make videos, 2-3 videos. Like, it's easy. I got something to say, fuck it. I don't like typing, so I press play or press record. I make a video and I send it. It's not fucking hard. It's not rocket science, guys. Fuck, you act like I sit here and edit all my shit. You see my video just runs. I just press play and I talk, my nigga. It's not hard. Anyways, let's address this shit, man. Asking me a few questions. I'm gonna tell you why, man. This is what a fan is. It all comes down to loyalty, first of all. If you're not a loyal type of person, if you have no type of loyalty, then nigga, there's no way you a fan. Okay? Saying Kush is in your group, RCC, oh, Kush Scorpion, this and that, kicking the nigga out later, that's not loyalty, my nigga. That's the first sign that I was like, you know, this nigga might be a two-timer or something. Anything that goes wrong with you, you abandon it. Super easily, you abandon it, alright? So your loyalty was already called out because you do stupid shit like that. That's why I even told people, you know what, to be honest, I'd rather be solo. I don't want nobody in my group. I don't want to have to kick nobody out. I don't want to have to be bound to nobody. The only person I'm bound to is my team, the Buccaneers. That's the only person that I have to talk about or make sure that I don't disrespect or make sure that I don't, you know, I say the right things for them. Plain and simple. Okay, as long as my team don't call me or I call the radio station and my team say, you know what, you're not a fan. As long as they don't say that, I'm good. I don't got to worry about nobody else, no other Buccaneers fan or anything. My loyalty is to the Buccaneers. My loyalty ain't to no fans. My loyalty ain't to no city. It's to the Buccaneers, the franchise of the Buccaneers, plain and city, plain and simple. So, by you kicking this nigga out, that's like, I don't understand why you kicked him out. Because you found out the niggas is calling them gay and this and that, and you don't want to be a part of that, so you kicked him out. That's fucked up. You can't even step for your dude. You can't even go up to bat for your own people, man. Fuck that bullshit. Anyways, so that's the number one thing for a fan is loyalty. You gotta have loyalty, man. Number two, there's like 3 different type of fans, man. There's the homer, the guy that loves all his teams because he's from there. LA Rams, Lakers, Dodgers, LA Rams. They're St. Louis now, but he's still calling them the LA Rams. He's a homer. He loves all his LA teams. Plenty of fans like that. Plenty of fans like that. Okay? Then you got the culture fan. This is the fan that loves the team that he grew up with. It doesn't matter if that's the same team as the city he's in now. If his father grew up loving them, then he probably loves them. Or his uncle grew up loving them, then he probably loves them. Or whoever it is that raised them or who taught them the sport, they end up loving that team because that's the team they grew up with. Okay? That doesn't necessarily mean, most of the time it is a home team, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a home team. That's how you get a lot of people from different places loving different teams because it's just the culture they grew up in, they loving that team. All right? Then you got your underdog fan. This is the fan that loves the underdogs. He loves the underdogs. He don't ever want to be touched with the bandwagon fan, so he wants to be with the underdog team. The team that no one says can do it, that's the team they love. That's like 60% of the Clipper fans. You know what I'm saying? That's shit like that. That's where these other teams get their fans from. And that's where a lot of fans come out with these ridiculous teams like, what? They like the underdog. They want to be the fan of the underdog. So when that underdog comes up, guess what? They there. They can say, I was there when no one thought they were shit. Okay? I was there before the Bucks won anything. Plain and simple. I was like, this team got mad talent. And no one was respecting this team. Repping the Bucks, repping the Bucks, repping the Bucks. Then we win the Super Bowl. Whoo! You know how much I was gloating after that? Like, nigga, I was repping the Bucks in Cali before anybody knew who's the Bucks. You know, nobody knows who the Bucks are in California. No one knew who the Bucks were. I was like, yeah, who's your team? Buccaneers, Tampa Bay, you know what I'm saying? Who? No one knew who the fuck they were, but I was repping them. Then we win the Super Bowl. Oh, it was on. And I was like, yeah, remember that team that said this? Yeah, that's my team, baby. We won. Yeah, exactly. So you got your homer, you got your culture fan, you got your underdog fan. All right? Plain and simple. Now, everything that you say and talk about tells me you're a homer fan. Dallas this, Dallas that, Dallas this, Dallas that. Everything you say says you're a homer fan. But then Atlanta Falcon? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Really doesn't. Now, I explained mine's being the fact that you were old enough at 5 years old to pick the Falcons, but you wasn't interested in any sport. See, I'm a sports guy, dude. I'm a sports guy. I was raised a little athletic kid. Baseball, basketball, football, any sport, I was doing it. Okay? Anybody that was raised in sports was like that. Okay? I don't understand how you liked football and didn't like basketball or baseball. I liked everything since I was little. Baseball, football, basketball. So that shit doesn't make sense to me. Now, as you can see, I'm from LA. That would explain the homer side of me that has the LA Lakers. My culture, I told you I grew up with the Mets fan, right? Yeah, with the Mets fan. Because my uncle, I grew up a Mets fan. And obviously the underdog, Buccaneers. So my shit makes perfect sense. And if I was a bandwagon fan or a suspect fan, why would I choose the Mets? Why would I choose the Buccaneers? Really? Really? Why wouldn't I choose the Saints were hot? Why wouldn't I choose the Saints? Why wouldn't I choose the Falcons were hot? Why wouldn't I choose the Falcons? Even the Carolina Panthers, they weren't exactly hot, but they were a hot team because they were a new team and it was hot. They were hot at the time. Whether they were winning or losing, they were just hot because they were the new team coming out. Why didn't I choose Panthers? It don't make sense. It just don't make sense that you go Dallas, 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 Falcons. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. And then you go for Dallas to win the East. That just don't make sense. You telling me that Dallas is gonna win the Giants, and you telling me Dallas is gonna win the Redskins for the East? Dude, that was so stupid. Like, it only makes sense if you were a Dallas fan. If you were a homer, it makes sense. Okay, maybe you think your team can pull it out. That makes sense. But you're saying you're not a homer. You're saying that's not your team. So why the hell would you pick Dallas to win the East? That makes no sense. Anybody that's in the Eastern Conference, that's a Giants fan, that's a Redskins fan, anybody from that team will be like, you have to be a Dallas fan to actually think they would win the Eastern. Like, even Eagle fan base would be like, really? You think Dallas would win? You have to. That has to be your team, bro, for you to think Dallas won or is gonna win. And then you come out with the X factor. You know something no one else knows. Why? Why do you know something no one else knows? Because you're a Dallas fan. That's why. Dwayne Harris. Who is he? It's okay, man. I broke it down. I let you know the different type of fan base and all this stuff. Now you know. Oh, and they were saying, why would you pick the Falcons with no rings and the Dallas that has rings? Why? Because when's the last time Dallas Cowboys has done anything? Tell me that. When's the last time Dallas Cowboys has done anything? Only makes sense that you would jump with the Falcons, who's up and coming, right? Right? It makes sense, nigga. So don't act like that shit don't make sense. Oh, why would I pick the Falcons over the Cowboys? Because the Dallas Cowboys ain't done shit and ain't gonna do shit till that nigga Jerry Jones dies. So don't act like there's no reason why you would pick the Falcons over the Cowboys. Come on now, be real with yourself. See, fucking with real niggas, man. Tell him. Oh, and don't worry. If when we whip the Falcons' ass 2 times, I'm not expecting a crow from you, man. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. But when Dallas doesn't make the playoffs and they don't win their division, and if we play the Dallas Cowboys and we kick their ass, oh, I'm expecting a crow. I'm really expecting a crow. I want you to tell us why we beat you guys. I want you to tell us how we're better than you guys. And I want you to explain to me what happened to Dwayne Harris, the X Factor. You let me know. And when you say real talk, don't forget the Perez.